Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Whoa.
Let's get it, let's get it. You already know, man. Back with the brunching, man.
It's been a minute, man.
It's been a minute, man. Happy New Year to you, brother. Cause it's my first time seeing you. Everything,
Happy New Year.
Hey, man. It's been crazy. It's been a roller coaster.
We in the middle of January.
Middle of January. That's time flies too. That's the crazy part. Like it felt like we just entered the new year. Now we almost in February, bro. But as you already know, man, we back with another episode, man. Back with some more heat, man. As you already know, hey, this episode 258, man. As you already know, my brother here. Hey, we got game shift, man. Make sure you tap in, man. Tap in. Check up top, man. Check up top, man. Make sure you go like, repost, share, subscribe, man. And also to the channel, as always, the Phase on View podcast, man. Let's just continue to go up and elevate, man. So we got a good agenda today, bro. We got a good agenda today. So, like, not all old traditions, man, are good traditions, brother. You know, we haven't talked about, we ain't even put this on our list, but we ain't even get to talk about, you know, Spider-Man, new movie. We ain't talking about it. We got a lot to break down. But we're going to get into the gist of things today, man. D-Wade, man, says younger generation will forget about MJ during the GOAT debate. We're gonna get into that one, see your views on that, and see who's your GOAT, for real, for real. Alright, name an artist on your playlist that people be surprised about. You know what I'm saying? Who really know you at that? Alright? Think of some traditions that need to be broken in society. I got my list, bro. I don't know if you made
I don't have a list.
I
was thinking.
But I know you're gonna play off of mine. Once I say what I say, you're gonna play off of mine too as well. When you look down at things, man, old traditions need to be broken, for real. Alright, teacher A, we really gotta get into this situation with global warming, bro. Like, for real. It's a lot going on, and it's remind me of 2012, bro. So we're gonna get into that, and I'm talking about the movie, if you don't recall, if you don't remember that time. Yeah, where everybody thought their life was on the line, man. It's getting a little ugly out here. And lastly, would you rather? I'll let you guys know that when we get there, man. So first, let's get to the agenda, man. Let's get to the agenda first. How you been, bro?
I've been alright, man.
How you been, bro?
It's been cool, you know what I'm saying? Still working on the game, got some things we got some big goals we're trying to hit this year. You know, just trying to, pray about them and see what the Lord's going to do. I think it's going to be a good year.
Absolutely. And with you, for sure, man, you trust the process. And honestly, man, practice doesn't just make perfect. It makes progress. Continue to make progress, bro. For real. And it's coming out very good, bro. And also, you guys can see the graphics on there at We Are Game Shift, man. So make sure y'all tune in and tap in, man. So, man, just me, man, I've been good. Like I told the viewers, like I told you before, just really just getting it ramped up. All this COVID nonsense, madness is all in the way. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta try to really take it day by day, man, God willingly, and really just push through, man. That's what we've been doing, man. So that's why we back to you. So, man, D-Wade, man, he says younger generation will forget about MJ during the GOAT debate. I understand what he was talking about in the realms of, like, put in the context. He's saying, like, how people don't look at, like, Kareem as the GOAT. They don't look at Will Chamberlain.
People forgot about Kareem, which
yeah.
didn't happen.
Yeah, correct. And people didn't forget about him, but he just saying in the sense that, yes, MJ, hit the scene. What do you feel like? Do you agree with his statement or no?
No, because one, guys didn't forget about Kareem.
Correct.
And two, Kareem didn't do for the game what Jordan did for the game.
Correct.
Like, literally, like, you'll never see somebody like Jordan again. Like, I was reading an article the other day, and it was Will Chamberlain. Will Chamberlain said it's ridiculous that MJ only made $98 million in his basketball career, and he said he feels like MJ should get 10% of every NBA contract ever. Like, even the guys currently right now, because he made the game popular. The game is where it's at today because of Michael Jordan, from the overseas standpoint to how globally and popular the game is today. Even from a Black History standpoint, because of, like, he was so like, and around that time you didn't see black men's faces everywhere.
That's right.
He was the first guy. His face was everywhere. Cereal boxes, magazines, this magazine that. His face was everywhere. I mean, he made the game what it is. Just from a popularity standpoint. Then you have the shoes. The shoes ain't going nowhere.
Yeah,
they still haven't gone nowhere. As long as they exist, he gonna exist. And it's like, just leaving. I ain't even gotten the basketball ability.
Facts.
Just basketball ability aside,
just the image.
everything about Michael was so freaking iconic. Like, there's no way you're gonna forget. If you go to the Black History Museum in DC right now, and when you get to the top floor and go to that, like, there's a section of Michael Jordan. It's just, I just don't see it. He's not one of those guys.
Because he spans out more than basketball. Like you just said, he was a real life image of what. And he spanned it across all ethnicities and all generations. But like he just said, you didn't see a black man face in that essence of popularity in sports and almost in general. Yes, you had legend icons, artists, and different things. You had Michael Jackson. You have different people that were in that space. But in the basketball realm, and when you come into sports and when you come into just the athletic world, it was nothing like that. You had Magic and Larry, but
he made Nike famous.
You had Julius, sir. You had images of people, but you talking about where he broke a brand. Yes, Nike.
Like around that time, only it was Converse. Converse was the basketball shoe.
Correct.
Like he made Nike famous. Like literally.
And it's different. And it's just different. Like you just saying, it's not. Like what D-Wade's saying, I get what he's saying because at the end of the day, yes, you have younger generations, but for Michael, he stands the test of time because if it wasn't for, like, honestly, he paved the way for every single body. And even the people before him, they never, like to your point, never did it like him. This want to be like Mike because it was nothing we seen like Mike. You had amazing times like Larry Magic with the pass and stuff, but to put it all in one and not even just in basketball, just the imagery.
Michael, like,
it's different.
I haven't even gotten to this. Like, I'm not even talking about his basketball. His basketball play speaks for itself.
Different.
Like, but just everything else, like, surrounding Michael, he was
can never be forgotten.
Yeah, you just can't forget about him because, you know, you're always gonna have, as long as people love the game of basketball, continue to play pro. There's always gonna be somebody that's gonna bring him up.
Exactly.
There's like you just can't do
because
it.
that's the ceiling view.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's
like the
'92
ceiling. Dream Team was when people really realized. That's when he realized just how famous he was. Like when you start going to different countries, that was the first time the NBA guys got the chance to do that. That's when they really realized how famous they were and how important, how big of a deal it was for him to win. But not only did they realize that, they also realized just how famous Michael was. It's like Michael didn't realize it too. He's in Barcelona. It's a giant billboard with his face on it. I mean, people are going crazy everywhere he's at. I mean, and the reaction people have on their face, all the way in Spain and in Madrid, and like, oh my gosh, Michael Jordan, he never like really experienced that or realized that until he got over there, and people were like going nuts. Like they know Bobby all the way over here. Like they look like you have guys on the court playing against them. They're like they want autographs, they want pictures. And we're supposed to be playing basketball, and it's like it was surreal for them. Like if you haven't seen that documentary, I encourage you to go watch it because yes, all of them in totality really helped change basketball. But like Michael was like the Pied Piper. He was like their forerunner for that, and that's when they really realized like, yo, like this is a big deal. And Michael's really that dude.
Yeah.
Like and he didn't even know it until he got over there.
And when people talk about him, you have legends, and of course, like his legend spans, of course, in basketball terms. But when people not even in basketball talk about him just as a person, his image, just when you see him, it's an aura around his greatness, around certain people.
He
but
may be ball cool.
He's different. He's just he
made it like Mike was that man. Like when you looking back on it, like a lot of his fashion choices weren't like. They were cool for them. They're not cool now. But a lot of things he did, like on the court, he was super cool. Right. Like it wasn't just the reason why you wanted to be like him was because of like his basketball.
Right.
Like
just an aura.
Everything about like there are certain guys who are so cool. Like you want to be like he made being ball cool. He made the hoop earring cool. He made baggy shorts cool. Like the way he wore it. Like he made all of that stuff cool. Like you just wanted to be like his shoes, the way he wore his shoes, habits. Like everybody wanted a Jordan sneaker. You still want a Jordan sneaker. Like I still love Jordan.
Still love Jordan.
Like
they never gonna go away.
Yeah, like never. He was super cool. Like you just wanted to be like him. And if you love basketball, you wanted to play like him because he was better than everybody. Like. So it's just no way.
And with D-Wade's point is, it's like even if, like you just said, it doesn't matter in which term we're talking about. it doesn't matter. He can never not be spoke of or never not be in the debate because he's the ceiling. And the ones who say Kobe and ones who say Bron and other people, me personally, I would say Kobe, but it wouldn't be a Kobe without the Michael. So it's just
it wouldn't be a LeBron.
It's the ceiling, and that's what the ceiling is. That's just what.
And we didn't forget about Kareem.
And nobody forgot about the Kareem. You know, at the end of the day, he is the highest point scorer ever. If the greatest big ever, if you want to be honest.
Yeah, we didn't forget about Kareem.
And Kareem went 20 years. Kareem is Kareem. And to be honest, he's in my top 5 for sure. But like as you talk about like MJ, we never seen it before. Never seen it. So man, alright, let's get into this artistry, man. Name an artist on your playlist, man, that people who know you will be surprised. Like if you listen to this artist.
I think I had 3. We've been surprised as in like.
I mean, that's not one of your top like some you will be listening to on the daily. We don't think, or something that you just listen to that people that know you just wouldn't expect you to listen to.
Oh,
like that type of.
I read this wrong then. I read this wrong then. I'm gonna go with Rascal Flatts.
Okay, who?
That's the beat. That's the band. The country band, Rascal Flatts. You probably do know. Like you ever seen Cars?
I probably
the movie Cars.
Yeah.
They did Life is a Highway.
I probably know if I hear the song.
Yeah, they did Life is a Highway.
Mm-hmm.
They did they have this song. The first I ever heard of them, it was way back in the day. It was like God Bless the Open Road.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only 2 songs I had. But it's like I don't really know.
Like I see what you're saying.
They're
like
a country band, so I don't really know too many people.
I mean that too.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think people would be surprised to see a country band on my.
Mine would definitely be. I don't think it would be so surprising. Mine would be Adele. Adele is fire.
Adele is fire.
Adele is fire.
I would be surprised to see that.
Yeah, Adele is fire, especially her last album. I like artistry too, but more so I kind of like the blend of like pop and R&B as well too. I like different type of music. I like we listen to country music, Green Day and these type.
I got Green Day on there. I got that one Green Day song, but I have it.
I listen to like Linkin Park. I have it in my Serato, but it's not like I'm listening to it. But I would say one of mine that probably people be surprised is Adele. Adele is fire.
Yeah, that would surprise me.
Like Adele.
Linkin Park was surprised because I have Linkin Park. Linkin Park forever, man. Like rest in peace to Chester. They legends. Even before the Jay-Z EP, Linkin Park had some slaps, and I got all the slaps.
And it's like music that, like you just said, relating it to music. Relating it to movies. Those are a lot where those are seen. Remember Transformer movies?
Yeah, I got the Linkin Park
those type of things.
That's another good topic. Like, what's a white song that black people love? Like, what's your white song as a black person that get you crank to? Like, what? Like, I was listening to this on the way over here. What's their name? Live at the Disco, I think is their name.
I have a
And the joint I Write Sins Not Tragedies. I was bumping that all the way. I walked in like haven't you?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Especially
Panic at the Disco. That's the name. But yeah, I love that.
Especially, white chicks, of course. Like.
Oh yeah, everyone knows that one. You can't even say that. That's a classic. Everyone knows that one. But yeah, like I was like that's I
got plenty. It's plenty, but I can't even like think of them off the top. It's definitely plenty.
It's that one. Like I Write Sins Not Tragedies, Paramore, Misery. I love that. I love that joint. Yeah, I love that. I love Misery. Misery's Business by Paramore. That's a classic. That cranked that joint. Here for Tomorrow is the joint called Just a Little Fast. I love that joint. It's a lot of rock joints that I be cranking.
It's a lot of great artistry at the end of the day.
There's a lot of white people songs I be cranking.
So that's why
American Idiot by Green Day.
That's a good one.
Madden did that for me. When I heard that on Madden, I was like, what is crank?
For sure, man.
Like, what is this?
A lot of Madden songs, to be honest with you. A lot of Madden songs, to be honest with you, fire. And then we can't even say that too because we went to different schools, of course, so we had different sides of it. Of course, that are having white friends. We have all different type of friends, but having white friends listening to their music too, their selection is not bad at all.
No,
like especially pre-gaming before games and stuff like that. Hey, definitely a lot of different rock bands and stuff like that. And it's crazy ironic that a lot of people that we listen to in the rap world, you can think about like Lil Uzi and those different type of
artists. A lot of my white friends
listen
to the same.
Those are rock influence. Playboy Cardi. Those are rock influence rappers as well too. So it's a lot of imagery, honestly. And honestly, let's not forget that one of the highest selling groups ever is Kiss.
Oh yeah, kids they crank.
So let's not. Yeah, you got a lot of great artistry out here, no matter what the ethnicity is. So that was just a good question.
I got some Ozzy Osbourne on my joint too.
It's really just to ask y'all, man. Who name an artist on y'all playlist that we'll be surprised, or people that know you will be surprised that you listen to.
Yeah, but I would not have expected Adele. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, but I would have picked 100 people before I would have picked Adele.
Oh yeah, definitely fine. Adele.
But Adele, she's great.
Different. All right, man. On to another good subject, man. Think of some old traditions that need to be broken in society. And guess what? I'm gonna come straight out the gate, man. Dallas is not America's team. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of y'all crying in the stands like y'all don't know every year what's gonna happen. 25 years and y'all been what? Y'all won 3 times in the playoffs? 3 times in the playoffs? I don't even think that in the first round. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. But always got something to say. That's oh my God, that's one of the biggest rules that need to be broken.
Yeah,
one of the biggest rules need to be broken. Y'all are not America's team. Yes, I'm a Washington football team fan, whatever you want to call it. Hey man, you already know it's HTTR, but whatever. I'm not sitting there being biased because we have our down years for the last 25 too. We both franchises have won Super Bowl since the 90s. But I don't know how this is America's team when the Patriots have won 6 rings in the last 10, 20 years. You got the Chiefs on the run. You got all these different teams doing successful. And every single year they get on the same podium and it's always the same thing. Man, I want to hear. I'm happy to see y'all go. I don't even care. Happy.
What's a tradition that I want to broke?
What's another tradition? I got a couple here. That's one of them right there.
Go do a second one while I think.
I got a second one. All right, I'm gonna do a few serious ones and a few not serious. All right, this is my second one. Hey, y'all eating raw or medium well done steak? And look here, cut it out. Cut it out.
You don't like medium
well?
Cut
it out. Well done, bro. I can't do it. I
like well done, but medium well is not bad.
Medium well is not terrible. But we gotta normalize. Let's cook all the food. Let's cook the food. Cook the food thoroughly. All right. That's 2. It's stop calling Dallas America's team. That's oh my gosh. I speak for a lot of people. Second, hey, let's first of all, raw steak. Y'all disgusting.
I got one.
Y'all disgusting.
Stop starting Christmas in November. Stop it. Stop it.
I mean, but people,
can we slice the turkey first? Like November 1st hits and all of that Christmas lights, red and green everywhere. Makes me like, can we wait? Like it's a whole month to go. It's a whole other holiday that has to happen. I understand there's not much decorating you can do for Thanksgiving, but still, it's like, can y'all relax? Mm-hmm. Y'all be bringing out your Santa Clauses and all that. Like, fam, I need to relax. Like, cause I love Christmas, but Christmas is a lot. Like. You can get Christmas out, and if you give me, and Christmas doesn't end till December. So December is over. That's when Christmas is over. Christmas is not over after the 25th. It's over when December's over. But if you give me 2 months of Christmas, I will be upset. You got people who put their tree up in November. Like, man, can you relax? Like, can we slice a turkey first? No, like, seriously. Can you please relax?
That's true. That's some truth to that one. That's some truth.
Like, Christmas needs to stop starting in November. Like, I'm sorry.
What's some other traits? Traditions. Alright, yeah, that's another tradition. Stop looking for let's really just stop at this point looking for the groundhog, because at the end of the day, we don't know. This weather is crazy. We don't even know what's about to happen. I don't even care no more. Like, honestly, I don't even know why we look for the daggone groundhog no more. It's just a lot of traditions. My goodness gracious. Another one, bro, this is actually a serious one, and that's a real tradition. Let's stop teaching our young males, young boys out here, young adults, not to express themselves and not to cry. Like honestly, somebody gave me definitely a good gem. My grandmother was talking about this, just like, cause I was talking about my son, but like having like, when just fathers or things like that, or just in a tough mindset, like, man, stop crying, da 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 da. Yeah, in a sense, but also like showing emotion, cause kids grow up. At the end of the day, young boys and young males can't express themselves, and figure out other ways to express themselves. So that's definitely a tradition I want to be broken.
Speaking on the young boys thing, stop. We gotta stop the stereotype of, you know, if you're not getting cheeks, then you're not a man or whatever.
True too.
That's screwed a lot of us because 90% of the time,
I respect that one.
90% of the time, and not just with men, but with girls too. But like I know, and girls hate the stereotype that guys can sleep around and they're not hoes, even though that's not true. But I'm like, that stereotype has saved you more than it's helped us. Like, you shouldn't want to sleep around and be labeled as a hoe. We're the ones that screwed because they told us we're supposed to do that, and we shouldn't do that. So like. And it's like a lot of times people end up having sex at a young age because most of the time it's peer pressure. Because especially as young men, because you see all your friends having sex, and then that's the topic of discussion. Oh, because I see it in my high school, with my high school kids now. Oh, you don't get no butt. You don't get no butt. Like like if you're not out here getting girls or smashing cheeks, then you not cool. You get made fun of, and so because of that pressures you to go want to do that because you want to seem cool or other stuff. And then, you know, I know rappers make it sound cool, this chick, that chick, this chick, that chick. But it's like, we gotta normalize, stop telling our young boys that you need to go do that. No, like, that is damaging you and them more than you realize it. Like, because then you get older and you find it hard to commit.
That's real.
Because you're used to doing this, that, and the third. And it's like, that doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to get into the whole, you know, abstinent mode thing.
But I respect
preach. But, like, we got to stop telling our young boys that, like, that you... if you don't get no butt, then you not like. We gotta stop doing that.
Because also to your point, that you just made an amazing point. Honestly, an old tradition that needs to be broken. To that point, it stunts the growth of men too. You know, in a sense that, like you just said, that's what you're thinking about. That's what your focus is. And a lot of these men out here, that's what their focus is, and they go straight to that, and then end up in their mind, in their state of mind, feeling like they ruined their life or did something too early to jeopardize something, just honestly just trying to be like everybody else. So with that being said, that's another old tradition that needs to be broken. Honestly, be yourself, for real, and honestly stop peer pressuring others to want to be in this certain type of life. I feel that because that's very much so true. Because even though we guys for sure, but that's not everybody's, you know what I'm saying? That's not everybody's path, it's not everybody's focus, and that shouldn't be everybody's focus. And then a lot of us, man, honestly, start to realize it later in life with your, you know, parents probably always tell you, or, you know, most cliche I would say for sure for black parents, is like, you know, stay focused on what you need to stay focused on that. That will come. And it's crazy because in hindsight, those things do just come. You're going to live life, you're going to do whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, everything has a cause and effect. So for sure, bro, I respect that one. That was a good one.
That's all I can think of.
I mess with that one. Nah, I don't got no more. I like that one. And also, man, let's really talk about this, man. Like I just said a little bit earlier, going to global warming and paying attention, being aware of what is going on, man. Over this past weekend, bro, Tsunami reached the U.S. over the weekend, really for one of the first times ever reaching to U.S. soil. All right, and a volcano erupts, causing damage to the Pacific Ocean. That's always a tongue twister. Affecting West Coast and Alaska, and furthermore, like Japan and those type of things. We don't really hear about any of that, bruh. But this was just
a tsunami
shocking.
A couple years ago. It hit, it was Haiti.
Shocking and different, but I'm talking about the U.S. soil.
Oh yeah,
that's different, and that's what I was telling you. I'm like, remember 2012 and like all that stuff. I'm just saying, like, the imagery and things that are going on, it shocks me and it spooks me, bro. And I didn't even tell you. I don't even know if you know. That's when I was just in L.A. taking Kyrie back up there, and that's as soon as I landed, people's phones going off. I see that, and I'm like, yo, what? You know, I'm like, whoa, nah.
Shoot you out. Like,
whoa, just tripped me out. And it's crazy because I just landed. I'm like, yo. So I'm in a panic, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, these type of things is really what people don't pay attention to, and it frightened me more because when I got out the airplane, you know, people say, you know, I'm very worrisome about certain things, so I had to get anxiety. I'd be moving around just trying to get everything together, but also it's like I was surprised that nobody was reacting. It's a lot of things that are going on, of course, hence the pandemic, but a lot of imagery, a lot of things that are going on that we need to take sight of and have a little bit of wherewithal of more so about what's going on. I'm not even playing, cause it like every year or every other year we have like some a comet or astro flying by and stuff like that. Seen the movie Don't Look Up, but like just in these certain emphasis.
I've seen that.
If things just go haywire just for a second, it's like we not properly prepared. I'm just being real as a country. Like that just showed me. I'm like, yo, cause with a tsunami, bro, like a body of water ain't nothing more powerful in this world than water, for real. I was shook, bro. I was shook, and it reminded me back to 2012, bro. You remember when the movie 2012, all that commotion, bro. And I was just like,
the world was gonna end, and we ended up graduating anyway.
Yeah, and I was just like, bro, you know, nobody can predict that. You can't predict that. The only man up top can predict when this would come to an end. But I'm just saying, people just need to have somewhere thought and
we're definitely in the times of you know crisis coming back. So all I say is, make sure you got a relationship with a man, a real one, like a real genuine one. So
talk, man, because this shocked me. It shocked me. And we talk about,
was anyone hurt or injured?
Nah, nobody was hurt or injured, but also it did reach parts of the Northern California, and just the bodies of water have been just very high. But just like it's so crazy because I'm very interested in like geographic stuff, and also like just to think, bro, that we are floating pea in the middle of space. Think about it.
He said a pea.
For real. To everything
I feel
with the atmosphere. Honestly.
I feel it.
I'm like, bro, like, cause I was just watching something and they just explaining it and breaking it down. It's really mind-boggling that the Earth axis can really shift, bro, and mess up everything. Earthquakes can just off of a slight, and it expanded. The volcano made the undersea expand 100+ miles, bro.
So stuff like that is proof that God exists. Like it's not a coincidence that our planet is positioned the way it's positioned, and we have life on it. Correct. It's positioned the way it's positioned for us to have life on it. Because if it was moved any other way, like even in the slightest, and that's not just by chance. Even though scientists want you to believe that, it's just not possible.
It's not possible.
But yeah, we're not. This ain't that type of podcast.
It sure ain't. But
I ain't got no problem talking about Jesus.
I be over here shooketh. Yeah, no, for real, cause honestly, y'all better for real get in touch with him. I need to get more in touch with him myself. You can never not be more, honestly. So man, let's get into this. Would you rather? Would you rather know the real truth about dinosaurs, or would you rather know the real truth about space?
Dinosaurs, because a part of me doesn't really believe they existed. Part of me believes that scientists.
Too, bro. I swear.
Part of me believes the scientists they find bones, put them together, and make up all these names and stuff like that.
Part of me telling me like,
because the Earth is not that old. First of all,
because space
they be saying trillions of years. Like, man, the Earth is not that old.
Space we can get a relevance of it's
and carbon dating doesn't even go back that far.
Correct.
So I'm like, I really don't believe these guys existed the way y'all say they did. You know what I'm saying?
No, because it looks, bruh, it looks ridiculous. But also I can.
I'm not saying they not.
I want to know the real. Yes, I want to know the real truth about dinosaurs more too. Only reason because you have animals like elephants. You have animals like majestic animals that it's like that. These animals are. Yes, that's God, but that's also kind of. I don't believe too much in evolution, but I don't know because an elephant, how? A giraffe, how? Of course, but also you think our dinosaurs can't be here too? I mean, that's what I'm saying. He is the Almighty. That's the craziest part, bro. I'm just like those type of animals. It kind of gives me, and then also for sure, the smartest animals in the world, chimpanzees and monkeys and those type of animals. It's like you don't. So I don't know. It gives me a certain type of like thought. Like nah. Dinosaurs can definitely be real if those animals exist. Yes, they're on a smaller type of statue, but I don't know. Cause when I look at different animals, bro, I'm just like, nah, it has to be. It has to be.
Looking at animals always reminds me that God is real.
Yes, for sure.
Like
For sure,
I would say,
and like you said, this ain't that type problem, but we're definitely
like,
spiritual. We're definitely spiritual for sure. So
like I don't believe in evolution just because it's just not just removing like my religion aside.
Mm-hmm.
Science just doesn't explain it. Like it doesn't make sense because like what you're saying with evolution is that if I take an animal, because they say it's stuff called natural selection. Like nature just decides how stuff will adapt, and it's just like, how is nature by itself just going to do? Like what you're telling me with evolution is, if I take a lion and stick it in Antarctica, the lion will just naturally evolve and adapt to that environment. And it's like, if you put a lion in Antarctica, it's going to die within a week. It's not going to start growing more fur to keep itself warm and longer claws to track on the snow. Putting God aside, like creationism is the only thing that makes sense. Like this animal was specifically placed in this environment and created for that environment. That's why it's there. Lions are made for the extreme heat. Like that's why they don't have a lot of fur. They have the knowledge of all the prey that's around it. They know how to hunt that prey. They know how that prey maneuvers. If you put it in Antarctica, it's not built for the cold. It doesn't have the knowledge of how to hunt certain prey. Like they don't know how to see in the snow and how to find. They don't know how to hunt. They don't know. They're not going to learn and figure it out. They weren't made for that. And even though they were made for extreme heat, they still wouldn't survive in the desert, which is why they're not there. Because to be in the desert, you have to have, those animals come with the ability to go a long time without water. Lions need water. They do not have the ability or capabilities to survive for a long time without water. You're in the desert, you need to be able to survive a long time without water. Like even camels, again, like creationism, like the animals are too detailed for them to just be the way they are and be where they are. Like camels are in the desert, but they come with water.
I see what
you see what I'm saying? Like they come with water. Like they're not just they didn't just evolve over time and adapt. Like no, something out there gave them the ability to survive with their own water and put them there. They were made for that environment.
So what you saying about that? I agree with definitely most of the things that you definitely said.
Evolution is like chance.
But it's just the same thing as that. Do you think with everything you just said?
That's what I'm saying. A part of me feels like God could have created dinosaurs. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're not real. A part of me doesn't think they were real.
You just want to know the real truth.
But a part of me feels like they aren't real. I'm not saying they're not. Like evolution, I totally don't believe in. I believe in evolution in the sense that people change and grow over time, stuff like that, and like stuff like that. That's how evolution. But I don't believe in evolution in the sense that this animal started this way. Yeah, because like when's the last time you heard that even happen? People, you know what I'm saying? Like when's the last time you heard a chimp walk out the zoo and turn into a man? Human beings create human beings. You know what I'm saying? Creation happens all the time.
And crazy enough, it's kind of off topic, but on topic. But it's not really a point to it. But in Maryland, they just stated that a pig's heart transplanted into a human being worked.
Really?
And officially worked. And it was a gentleman who was getting treated on who had a heart condition in Maryland, and it worked. So I don't know what to make with that information. I was just really giving y'all that information. Since we talking about
that's my thing with evolution. Like creation happens all the time. Even like we can just using like somebody made this table, somebody made this phone, somebody made that. Like evolution is more about chance.
Correct.
Like natural selection. That's like, come on, man.
And that's a good one, because I feel like, yes, I want to know the truth about dinosaurs. And y'all let us know what y'all want to know.
Space or dinosaurs?
Space or dinosaurs, man. I feel like that's actually a good combo. We can delve into a long time. But you already, man, know, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we are back in the building. Man. Make sure you go subscribe, like, and share, man. Make sure you go subscribe, like, and share, man. Check up top, man. Hey, gang shit, man. Make sure you follow. Make sure you tap in, man, at the Phase on View Podcast 1. We are out, man. Love.